Hello friends, in this video I will show you how can you speed up your system with MS Config. Now you are thinking what's the heck of MS Config. So system configuration, MS Config is a system utility designed to troubleshoot the Microsoft Windows startup process. It can disable or re-enable software, device driver or Windows services that run and start up, and it can change the boot parameter. So how can you open the MS Config? You have to just click on the Windows icon and type the MS Config. Now click on the system configuration. You can also open the same with the run prompt. You open the run prompt and type the MS Config over there and it will open. So once you have opened the system configuration, you can see the 5 different tabs available on the top: General, Boot, Services, Startup and Tools. So under the General tab you can see the startup selection, diagnostic startup and selective startup. So by default it is selected as selective startup. Under the startup you can see the number of processes that get started during the boot. And now coming back to the general tab, it is showing 3 startup selection. Normal startup loads all the device driver and services. Diagnostic startup load basic devices and services, and it is used when we have some system issue or when we want to diagnose some. And under the boot option we have couple of options available here, like boot option we can boot the operating system into the safe mode, and there are type of the safe mode: minimal, alternate, shell and so on. And we can also go to the services, and you can see the number of services that are running in the system, and we can enable or disable the service that we want, and we can disable the service that we do not want to use. And down below we have hide all Microsoft services, and if we disable the services that we do not want, it will save the resources, and ultimately it will help us to make the system faster. And under the startup we can see the number of startup process, and under the tool we can see the different Windows tool available in the system. So it gives us shortcut to open the different tool. So we can open the different tools available over here, like UAC, system information and many more. So we can open. We can also copy the selected command, and we can copy this command, and we can paste this command on the command prompt and run prompt. So like that we can also open that. So this is very like we can say very useful when we do not want to open any tool, like we do not want how to open the event viewer registry. So you just select the selected command and open it on the command prompt and on the run prompt. So this is how you can open. Now coming back to the boot option, because we have not explored boot option yet. So once we are in the boot option, we can see like it is showing only one operating system, Windows 11, because I have only one operating system installed in my system. And we can also check the no GUI boot, because it will not show the animated loading bar on the during the boot. And we can also change the timeout setting to 5 seconds. Minimum is 5. You can check it out online. And so the timeout is used when we have different operating system and we want the system to allow us some time, so that we can choose the operating system. And you can, under the boot advanced option, you can allocate the number of processor to the different operating system that we have in the system. If we have only one operating system, then we can allocate all the processor to the operating system, so that it can work smoothly and it will make the system faster. And we can do the same for the memory, RAM. So this is how you can speed up the system under the boot tab. And once we are in the startup, if we click on the startup, it will open the related processes or startup processes in the task manager. And we can see number of processes get started during the boot. It is showing the status is enabled for this Grammarly process. So we can see the available option, and once we right click on this and we can disable, because it is showing the impact as high. So we do not want these processes to be started during the boot, because it will use the system resources and it will take time to boot the operating system. So this is how it is utilizing the system resources, and it is causing a delay during the boot option. And you can also take a look at the different type of services that are running in the system. So this is how you can speed up the system with MS Config. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and you can also consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take care.